Hey!
Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Elden Ring. Last time we got acquainted with Mount Gelmir, the volcano zone. We fought a bunch of magma worms, we talked to Alexander, all standing in the lava, even though, yes, there is in fact a little spit of land over there that you can stand on while talking to him, but I had to show the lava who's boss. So today we're going to pick up in Mount Gelmir. We have a couple of major quests to follow up on, and I'm going to be rocking the double great axe, I think, for a little while. And yeah, that is what the rusted anchor counts as. It is a great axe for dual wielding purposes. And that is alongside the winged great horn, which is the great axe that you pick up with a remembrance from the regal ancestral spirit that we fought recently. And the moveset on this thing, hold on. Ooh, rolling magma. Boiling magma. There is something pretty important in the Hermit Shack that we want to make sure that we get. Also, be on the lookout for bear. Yeesh. That bear really comes off the top rope at you. And you can get him to come break open this statue, but I think it's something pretty piddly. Come on. Don't you want some? Fire? Fire. Oh. Yeah, we don't need to be getting firebombed while getting mauled by the bear. Ah! Did that do it? Yeah, it must have. Okay. Well, this is spooky. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's less piddly than I thought. At least it's 3 of them. I'll take it. Worth the oh! I'll survive? I'll survive. But getting away from him is now troublesome. At least I get some iframes when I call Torrent. Oh, he's fast. But we have the advantage of the terrain. Gravel stone, not what I wanted. Again, we still have to be mindful to get the important item. Oh my! Feisty. Feisty, feisty bear. This will at least give us a little bit of a reprieve from the horrors of the wilderness. And this is not the important item that we were looking for. I think there's still a little bit up ahead. And now with the horrors of the wilderness behind us, we can face the horrors of the caldera. Oh boy! Yeah. We have roving abductors. We have some very, very on-edge demi-humans. Loving that. Loving that. And we have a big boy. Oh no. God, all the warriors are here. Fine. Oh, he was disguised inside the ragdoll. And another. Okay. Just one-on-one, this is easy. Because they stagger. Man, I got swarmed. But now we can safely pick our way through the Hermit Village. There it is, Prattling Pate. You're beautiful. Very important quest item. Prattling Pates are like the wood carvings from Dark Souls, you know, Goth's carvings. You drop them and they play a voice line. Very good. And another one of those glintstone crowns. We found a bunch of them inside of the Academy of Raya Lucaria. The Conspectus's crowns. One of the glintstone crowns bestowed upon Raya Lucaria scholars whose pursuits were deemed worthy. The crown of Herodotus was granted to scholars who engaged in nomadic study away from the academy. And that particular one is blindfolded. Hey, great. Some gold shit. A prestigious, illustrious glintstone crown, and some shit. But also Raya Lucaria mages who are just kind of sitting around, alongside, peacefully, I should say, the demi-humans in the Hermit Village. And she hasn't attacked yet. Oh my. Interesting. Oh my god, I never noticed that. Is that just coincidence she hasn't attacked yet, or is she not actually all that aggressive? There we are. Demi-human Queen Maggie. Right, this is the other feature of the Winged Greathorn from the Regal Ancestral Spirit that I wanted to show off. This Ash of War lowers the resistances of enemies in an AoE around you. Oh, the terrain is not working to my advantage there. So this is the first time that we have seen a demi-human cast magic. This is also the first, I think, unless I was in that spot in the Weeping Peninsula and I forgot, this is the first time we've really gotten a better look at their social structure. They have a queen. They have queens. And a memory stone. They were here resting together side by side. The demi-humans, the queen, the Raya Lucaria nomad sorcerers, scholars, and a staff in another area, the demi-queen's staff, will tell us that these glintstone staves the queens wield were once gifts given to them to foster peace. Though it's not specified who gave them the staves, there's also a line on them that says, "The fools in the academy sneer at demi-humans." And this extra bit of context. Can't talk to him, can't talk to them. But upon interacting with them, we get Comet Azur. Devised by Azur, primeval sorcerer, fires a tremendous comet in a torrent akin to the distant starry expanse, the place said to be the origin of glintstone. Hold to continue releasing the sorcery's power. When Azur glimpsed into the primeval current, he saw darkness. He was left both bewitched and fearful of the abyss. That is one of the most legendary and illustrious sorcerers from the Academy of Raya Lucaria. Inert in some way. Dead? Question mark? Unknown. But Comet Azur is... I don't know why I'm switching between Azur and Azur so much. That is the Kamehameha that Renala fires at you in phase 2 of her fight. So we can now direct the beams. In an old version of the game, that spell was called Dark Bolide. A bolide being a type of meteor. This has sort of a companion spell we'll get to later that also used to have an alternate name with a little bit more of an interesting background. Alright, so let's go see Sellen now. I think it's finally time to get back to her story. This site of grace we'll get back to later. It's another hero's grave that I'm saving for another time, because I want to follow this thread first. The next step of her quest unlocks once you finally meet Azur. So she should still be back in Limgrave. Been a minute. It's been a little bit. We'll actually be coming back here again relatively soon for the Volcano Manor quests.
There you are, my apprentice. Shall we commence the lesson? What's this sorcery, my apprentice? Ah, then you have seen Master Azur. Master Azur was a founding glintstone sorcerer, and my first teacher. A stern judge of men. But he must have seen something in you. You make us both proud. We can speak more later, my apprentice. If you recall, I was exiled from the Academy of Rea Lucaria. It was for attempting to restore the primeval current of glintstone sorcery. The toothless pedantry peddled by the Carian royal family can rot for all I care. I want glintstone sorceries that open our minds, unbound by terrestrial taboos, no matter what we give in return. My apprentice, I presume nothing. Teacher and student are not bound to tread the same path. But hear me out, my apprentice. I need your help to restore the primeval current of glintstone sorcery. Perhaps this is a journey we could take together. Splendid. I thank you. This pleases me. It's been far too long since I found a fellow kindred spirit. You must have a fabulous teacher. I need your help, my apprentice. Master Lusat is another founding glintstone sorcerer. And like Master Azur, he was banished from the Academy. Now he languishes in prison somewhere. My apprentice, can you find Master Lusat? With this glintstone key, you should be able to cross the boundary that encloses him. I need him to restore the primeval current of glintstone sorcery. He's nigh a child of the stars. Such is his body now. After his expulsion from the Academy, I heard that Master Lusat returned to his home, a place called Sellen in the eastern Caelid wilds. Thinking about it, I obtained the glintstone key I gave you from a Sellian sorcerer. It wouldn't be too much of a leap to suppose he's still cooped up nearby. After his expulsion from the Academy.
Okay. Let's help all of these sorcerers who were expelled from the Academy for gazing too far into the abyss unlock some forbidden and taboo knowledge. Glintstone key received from Sellen. Sellen, a town of sorcery, can be found in Caelid, blah blah blah. Nothing too interesting. We've been there. And it's actually quite a bit north of Sellen. We're going to go to the Church of the Plague. The place where we first met Millicent. And then we're going to go about northeast from here, where we will find a cave. Whoop. And hopefully we don't get nuked down by pest threads. Nope, we want the high ground. Yeah, something like this. They're up ahead. And that's why I was switching between Azur and Azur, because it's Azur. It's not A-Z-U-R-E. And then somewhere around here, one of these rock faces is illusory. I think it's here-ish? Hell yeah. Lusat is well hidden down here. while I work my way down to him through this cave, I want to talk about something. I watched the AEW pay-per-view recently, Forbidden Door, the New Japan AEW crossover show, and it was pretty impossible not to notice the big DraftKings logo everywhere, every corner of the ring. Betting on pro wrestling, that has got to be the most fraudulent activity possible. How does that work? That's like, the next level of this is going to be betting on superhero movies. Like, imagine Infinity War, but DraftKings has sponsored the film and you can bet on whether or not Thanos is going to win. Hold on, am I 100% sure that this isn't already happening? Oh god, oh god. Imagine the perverse incentive structures that would create. How creatively compromised that would, how even more creatively compromised these movies would be. Oh Jesus, oh Jesus, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I hate this spell. Like, imagine being the booker or any of the writers or the wrestlers and the overwhelming temptation to just do a little betting fraud. Is it even fraud at that point? Like, I'm pretty sure boxers are allowed to bet on themselves to win. This is to be the most nebulous legal gray area. It's clownish in concept. It blows me away, I have to be honest. Like, it completely astonishes me. We're so far beyond the Emperor having no clothes. You can bet on pro wrestling. How do I become an AEW writer? How do I become the booker? The fraud has to be off the charts. Okay, I think this is the safe drop, but I'm not sure if I want to be all the way at the bottom here. No, I'm good. Okay. And then I think there's also something fairly spooky down here waiting for me. No? Oh my. There's the last line of defense, just not that scary. But this is where the Revenant was. Now we use the seal breaker that Sellen gave us to pick the lock to Lusat's bedroom. Yeah, there's our Xanthus crown analog for the game. It's really cool. It's this big blue Oculus helmet. Stars of Ruin. Note that there are 7 stars specifically in this icon. Legendary sorcery devised by Lusat. Fires 12 dark shooting stars that pursue the target, charging increases potency, can be cast while moving. When Lusat glimpsed into the primeval current, he held the final moments of a great star cluster, and upon seeing it, he too was broken. Just like Comet Azure used to be called Dark Bolide, the name for Stars of Ruin used to be named Pleiades. The Pleiades is the star cluster that's near the shoulder of the Taurus constellation. And it's also known as the Seven Sisters, which is why that detail about there being 7 stars on the icon is what makes it really cool to me. Here's that Revenant. Okay, we're safe. There's an astrological, I bit my cheek, astrological cosmological component to Elden Ring that I'm eager to learn more about because it's way outside of my wheelhouse. But I'm so curious about how it all lines up. Alchemy too. And like the interplay between them, because for instance, Like the moon and water are often symbolically linked, just like they're materially, physically linked through the tides. There's a channel called Little Church Lore that talks about that particular association a bit more in their video about Lusat and the Pleiades star clusters specifically. It's also where I learned that the art for the Stars of Ruin spell depicts 7 stars specifically. That's where I got that little factoid from. But yeah, if anyone in the comments, if anyone watching has a background that makes them knowledgeable in like in cosmology or in astronomy, and you want to educate me about these subjects as they pertain to what we're seeing here, that would be very cool. I would welcome that. For now, though, we can exit the cave and we can get back to Sellen over in the Waypoint Ruins.
My apprentice, I have a favor to ask.
Oh, another one?
The form you see before you is merely a projection. My body lies elsewhere, but the Academy's shackles prevent it being moved. My body is on the Weeping Peninsula at the southern tip of the lands between, imprisoned in the ruins just down from the Church of Marika, past the plain of the Wandering Mausoleum. Can you make the journey to my body? I have something that I can only trust with you. Who could have guessed? What a place to find Master Lusat. You have my gratitude. This is all your work. I am truly pleased to have you as an apprentice, and a kindred spirit. This is a mere token of my thanks. Please, take it. This brings us a full step closer. The bodies of Masters Azur and Lusat can be admitted to the Academy. If only I could undo these wretched shackles. My body is on the weak. Imprisoned. Can you make the... I have something.
Okay. We do happen to have the Site of Grace right by that Church of Marika she was talking about. The 4th Church of Marika. The 4th Church of Marika overlooks a ruin with a cellar in it where Sellen's actual physical, tangible body is being kept. Ghost. Not sure we've talked to this one. Oh, there it is. The tower. Must be talking about the Divine Tower. Finally, I can return to our home, bathed in rays of gold. Echoing what Godric said on his deathbed. I'm surprised that wasn't any fall damage at all. I was expecting like a little tickle. Oh, and here we go. That would be a graven mass rising out of the floor. So it indicates we're in the right place. A taboo outside of the prison of someone who loves taboo.
Thank you for coming. These shackles take a toll on us all. There is something I need you to look after. My primal glintstone. A star has fallen, and my fortunes waver. Someone may come for my life, and so I entrust it with you.
Ow, ow, ow.
Myself.
Oh, come on. I always get way more concerned they're gonna kill the NPC. Or make me miss dialogue. Sellen's actress went for it.
Thank you, my apprentice. This is my essence. Please, treat it with care.
And an ambush shard real close by. Glintstone from within the sorceress Sellen's body, seemingly half alive. Blood vessels are visible within. In essence, a primal glintstone is a sorcerer's soul. If transplanted into a compatible new body after their original body dies, the sorcerer will rise again. My apprentice, do you think it distasteful? We head back here. Sellen's projection is gone, so we'll head back to the Church of Marika and the cellar. Excuse me? Okay, the first time, I guess I was a little bit lower to the ground, but it didn't even do damage. The second time, Well, we'll call that speedrun tech, because I respawned at the Church of Marika, the Stake of Marika closer by. Speedrun tactics. And who is here? That would be Jeren from Redmane Castle.
Ah, well met. I hardly expected to see the champion of the festival here, of all places. You didn't know Sellen, did you? Well, whatever the case, she's dead now. Just put it behind you. She was known as the Graven Witch. Obsessed by the primeval current, countless sorcerers fell to her hand. The most dangerous mage in the entire history of Raya Lucaria's academy. It is strange, though. The woman, she was like a husk. Her soul already fled. I suspect Sellen lives on elsewhere. I'm sure she'll turn up eventually. In another body. A sickening thought. But one that won't stop gnawing at me. I suspect Sellen lives, I'm sure, a sickening thought.
Oh no, he's on to us. Alright, that is where we're going to leave off for today. We are going to wrap their storylines up next time. Thank you all for watching. Take it easy. Have a good one, y'all.